go.
It's better when you get some goals in the game and not just 1-0 or something boring like that.
This is also the first time we've seen Bærum play against a team that they are favored against. Play a
Yeah.
game where they need to create, they need to
Ah,
force the issue.
I think they were favorites against Aarhus too, also. A little favorite.
I don't think that
In my book,
was. I
they
don't think
were.
that was their perception. And I don't think that was almost two's perception.
But my perception is
That
reality.
so I don't think they didn't feel any obligation to create in that game to sort of to make up the game.
And we got a question here from our friend Bob Guts, and he asks, what's the final score of Aarhus against Aarhus? And it ended up, as we said earlier, in a very narrow win to Aarhus 1, 2-1. So they're through to play against Stockholm in the coming semi-final.
After falling down 1-0,
Yeah,
they fell behind early in the game and clawed their way back in the second half. So you know, kind of impressive when you think about it. It's sort of
yeah.
coming from behind like that. Arendal with some time on the ball here. Bærums Verk not totally aggressive as we have seen the Danish and Swedish teams be very sort of pressuring high up the court. It seems like Bærum is content to let Arendal move the ball on their side of the court.
Yeah, but maybe this is a different game than we've seen before with Arendal because they know Bærums Verk so well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for their sake that they feel a little more confident, a little more comfortable.
It seems to me
Where,
like they feel more confident.
yeah, they were a
They are
little.
much more attacking. Like we saw yesterday, of course, against hard opponent, but with
Yeah,
zero defense.
but still, though, Arendal pretty. They're sitting pretty far back here.
Yeah, right now they are.
Anja Larsen is in goal essentially. It's right in front of the net, and looks like she'll just be sitting there. And they will try to.
But is this the right tactic in your book?
I mean, it depends if that's all you got. Well,
No.
that's it. But I mean, I would definitely be trying to, in practice and in preparation, be developing a more aggressive defensive scheme, because even if your first of all, your goalkeeper will have to make a lot of saves in this setup, a lot of weird shots coming in. And even if he's able to save it and keep it so that you have essentially created a turnover,
Oh,
it's very hard to
that's nice
attack.
play actually.
Very hard to attack off of that turnover. Uh, the aggressive defense is all about creating turnovers in good spots on the floor that you can counterattack on quickly. And that won't get a lot of those. No dice.
She's a hard player.
Yeah, I mean she's in there in all the. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. That's for
But
sure. I mean,
you had the last night she got they made an appeal because she had this 2 minute suspension,
Yeah.
and they actually won that. So she did not get the
Yeah, she
foul
was-
points or what's called.
She was suspended rather weirdly, and I think actually we said that on the broadcast.
Yeah, it was.
And we thought it
weird.
was a weird suspension, but
And it was because
with penalty. But
it wasn't fair.
certainly the jury was agreed with us and Arendal and sort of struck those penalty points from the record.
Gauger at the ball.
Yeah, he'll get a shot after Andreas didn't create much.
Yeah.
That was pretty close.
But like Ole is awake.
Ole, how come he was
He's awake.
close to being
But-
out of position, but
Like
Made it.
getting ready for the match, we had this situation where Ole lost his hat, and he was very fast at getting it back at place. So maybe that hat, maybe as we, it's like the Samson story. Samson lost his hair, couldn't do after he lost it. So Ole's style is important for his play, probably. Oh, that's a good save.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, he has to. This style of defense puts a lot of pressure on your goalkeeper too.
Yeah.
I mean, all it takes is one mistake from Ole in these. I mean, they're gonna get maybe like 20 shots in this game, and he only needs to make one mistake, and they're toast. It's that was nice. He came way out
Yeah,
and then stopped that shot. I like that.
it's a good way of doing it. It's fun because, like in the game between Stockholm and Aarhus, for example, there is no real goalkeeper at this level because
Yeah.
it's not necessary.
Essentially,
It's too offensive, so
you use your goalkeeper as another defender.
yeah, it's
You
not
just bring him
really a
out,
goalkeeper.
bring him out and let him apply pressure as well. Whereas Arendal here basically sits back and lets the opponent get very close to their own goal. And then, Bærums Verk should be able to
Punish this.
crack this open. Yeah, that's the start over.
For me, this is sort of a classic hockey match.
This
Just
is
getting
what
so many chances.
this is what hockey looked like in Denmark 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, really it is.
Bærums Verk are not quite satisfied with how they've been playing so far. That's clear. They called the timeout. They want to discuss how to open up the defense.
But just you told me about a nice goal yesterday made by Ole because I haven't really seen Arendal make any goals this tournament until now.
Yeah, Arendal playing for the Norwegian national team. Excuse me, Ole playing for the Norwegian national team. Turned a shot on goal, a shot against him, into a really nice fast break, and he scored like in 2 seconds. It was that was pretty sweet against Sweden. So maybe that's what they are waiting for, Arendal. You know, a frustrating Bærums Verk into taking
Yeah.
bad shots and then running counterattacks off of those shots.
That could be their chance.
It has to be.
Oh,
Yeah, like this.
yeah,
Now he just bobbled it
Yeah.
slightly,
precisely.
but had he got that cleanly, maybe there would have been a. Oh,
Same team, man.
they need to be communicating. Now that's a team that's not doesn't that aren't in possession a lot. When you make a mistake like that, it's because you're just not well practiced in that.
This is a tight situation again. Here.
Yeah, we've mentioned this a couple of times already today that these free balls in your own zone, they're hardly worth anything because the opponent, if they are the sort of the attacking, pressuring type of defense, they can shut you down so easily.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens here. Almost better to take the 50-50 chance with the face-off.
But like 10 years ago, it was totally different when I played. And it's so weird, like, why didn't we just attack more? Because we just went back and waited.
Yeah. I mean, that was dicey right here.
Oh, if she touched it, what happened there?
Yeah, that would have been up to the referee. I suppose it would have been a penalty.
Yeah,
So,
I suppose too.
but yeah, it was just we hadn't figured that out yet. That
No,
pressuring
we were
was
too stupid.
the way through. Yeah, basically. I mean,
I remember back in the days just being aggressive in defense. It was just like, whoa, what's happening?
even back then, the dominant team, Orient, was playing. When in defense, they had a set goalie. They had a guy who was in the goal all the time.
Yeah.
They were pressuring, but they were only pressuring with two guys.
Yeah, so it was a different game.
Completely different game back then. Which, I mean, also goes to the point we were debating last night if the Danish league maybe had fallen off a little bit. And yeah, sure, it has relative to the Norwegian and the Swedish leagues, but I don't think even a dominant team like Orient or Aalborg or the Aarhus teams from 5 or 10 years ago, I don't think they would be quite as dominant now because they would be facing all these crazy pressuring defenses.
Yeah, maybe.
there's a little contact here before the game was going on. They were fighting for position. Gauder was trying to keep Ole out of the goal, and the referee wants none of that. Yeah. I have to say, Arendal, they aren't winning. They aren't winning a lot of style points for this approach.
No, you're definitely not a fan.
I am not a fan. It's
1 minute left of this first half of the second quarterfinal.
a nice try, but
Yeah, but not even close.
Ole stays at home. Here though. Oh, oh! It just went off the post. Yep. Yeah, so this is critical, obviously, for Arendal. Now, now they need to dial up some
Yeah, now
pressure.
we need to attack, and that's the problem. Are they able to attack?
We basically haven't seen it all tournament.
We just heard that they finished second last year in the Norwegian league, which means that they beat Lillestrøm, for example. But are they also able to beat Bærums Verk? It's going to be tough.
So halftime here. That's brutal. Arendal gets called for a blocking foul, and I mean those precious few moments when nope, the other way. Finn Hermansson getting called for a bad screen as well.
Okay.
Arendal,
That's not
Arendal
something you see often.
Arendal have to make some hay now when Bærums Verk has been pushed far up the court.
But they're just trying to lure her into to making a chance that's not really there. That's actually a good tactic, I think. Just opening up a little bit, trying to lure her into taking the chance, but not really having any chance of scoring.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Arendal has been pretty toothless.
Yeah.
I think we just go shut them down. It's why mess around with that? Uh-oh.
Ooh. But just to get the ball back or something.
Pretty nice move here, but ultimately he runs too wide to be really dangerous. Ole, can he do something here? No. And but with a pretty nice save, that could have been trouble. And they are a little slow when say both Ole and Enya are with the ball. They can't figure out who should take it, who should be blocking, who should do what. I mean that's that kind of communication, man. There's just not time for that at this level.
That was a good goal, but maybe, no man, it's so hard for me to criticize goalies because I was the worst goalie myself.
Oh well, I'm not one to brag either, but I mean at this level, I think you got to do a better job. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
but on the other hand, he's taking. I mean, they are getting maybe 20 shots on goal
yeah,
in
yeah.
this game. I mean, at some point, one of them is going to sneak by him. If they could keep the opponent to 6 shots, maybe, I mean that'd be acceptable. But this many, at some point, is going to break. Bærums Verk on the ball. Finn gets talking to. Finn makes a lot of contact in his play. Some of it intentional, a lot of it probably unintentional. Here's some pressure and you're moving out.
Yeah, now they're actually trying to be a little bit more aggressive on defense, but as we saw like 3 minutes ago, it ended up in a goal. So maybe it is not the right.
It's bound to.
It's a good thing for us to see and to as a spectator, but like if you're on the field, we saw yesterday, like Ole being very happy about only losing 8-0 to Stockholm too. Maybe they've talked about this, not just losing too big. Because they won't get back in this match. I really don't believe in it.
No. Hard to see where the scoring is going to come from. This suits Bill fine to let the game be decided in the boards. It takes a lot of time. And they're winning a lot of the face-offs as well.
Yeah. I think we soon will have a legend on the line. I just received a message from Rasmus Jacobsen, playing for Malmö. He's in America right now, but he's watching on the live stream, but he can't figure out how to write us a question. So I was helping him. Maybe he'll be there soon with a question. Always looking forward to hearing from Rasmus.
He's got some hot takes, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a fun person.
this game, Simon, is over.
Yeah, it's very over, and
Um,
it's not interesting. We can't find out what to say about this.
yeah.
It's all Norwegian. What about Niklas Bentner in this game? What could he do? They love him in Norway, and we love him here as well.
Not sure he's any good with the joystick.
No, not really, but
Nah.
oh, maybe because he is a king man. He is a true goal scorer. In Denmark, we actually had this testimonial match 10 years ago from now against a hockey team and Aqua, the famous 90s band. I don't know if you remember that, but
Mm-hmm.
it was actually quite fun to look at these famous persons trying to play, but they couldn't really do it.
No, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I've been in a wheelchair all my life, and I suck at it. So
Yeah, it's not a lot you can actually take with you from your everyday chair to the hockey chair. That's it's a different beast.
yeah, a different beast. You said that.
Yeah, it's a different beast.
Yeah, you got a all take over there. You can't call that a beast.
Oh man, I cannot run yours.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the number one, man.
No, yeah, I agree, but
It's Swedish.
This is way faster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, didn't know that.
It's also a lot noisier, but yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot
So
faster.
what do you want? Yeah, but you're often driving on the roads.
Yeah.
Not the roads, but
I like to go for a drive. Get some fresh air, listen to a podcast, you know.
It's
Yeah.
a good song.
Get some sandstorm in here. Try to whip up
Yeah.
some excitement.
I could turn up the volume very, very much.
Skal vi ved?
Yeah, I know that.
Sandstorm, just what I needed. I'm good again. This is fine.
You're back at it.
Yeah.
It's 2-0,
I'm
but
ready.
you're
Two
back
to
at
nil,
it.
But I'm back. Back, baby.
Baby got back. We can listen to that later.
It's a weird intro, though.
Hey, maybe we can listen to Hannibal. Bolden. You and I would be the only one knowing what we're playing,
I'm not sure. That's
but
a
really,
pretty big hit.
really, man, if you're sitting out there listening
Uh-oh.
to
Hold
if
it
you are
fast.
sitting out there listening to us, please make a song wish. It would be so fun for us to play a song that you wished for. So please. Make that wish come true. Just a little song wish.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed by Arendal. It's I mean, I guess we kind of figured they would be
The weakest
the
team.
weakest team in the tournament. I mean, the new guys. It's not a huge surprise, but the fact that they weren't able to change up their game plan once they fell behind, they've not been anywhere close to winning a game.
No.
I mean, it's got to be disappointing traveling all the way from Norway to Denmark. I mean, that's Finn wasn't looking, so the entire team was screaming at him, "Get the ball! Get the ball!" He figured it out though. Somehow this is an Arendal ball. I mean, so they take the free ball and they directly drive down behind their own net and they get caught. It's depressing, man. Not even Sandstorm can get going after that. That was pretty weak.
We could start drinking up here. Could get me going. I got a lot of good stuff coming up, musically speaking. Oof. One minute left of this second half of this second quarterfinal in LOBPA Nordic Champions League. The Norwegian face-off. Bærums Verk seems to win this, and they have been the better team without doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll actually have a pretty decent shot at beating Malmö.
Yeah,
Malmö
maybe
has looked
they
a
do.
little out of sorts so far this tournament, and they are ripe for an upset. And you know, I'm such a huge fan of Andreas Semp here. I think he's a extremely smart player.
Yeah, and the backbone crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that was close.
That was a nice move. They had Finn staying up high against the goalie. This is the end of the game. Okay.